President Trump nears the end of 2 weeks in office in his second term, continues to make headline after headline.
WGN's Jenna Barnes sorting through it. She joins us with the upcoming plan for tariffs and his attack on federal employees who investigated him during the Biden administration.
Right. There's a lot to get to tonight. Yeah. Let's start with those tariffs. President Donald Trump says there's nothing Canada, Mexico, or China can do to stop new tariffs from taking effect tomorrow. And he says there could be even more to come next month.
We have big deficits, and it's something we're doing, and we'll possibly very substantially increase it. Or not. We'll see how it is.
President Donald Trump says in just a matter of hours, the United States will impose a 25% tariff on imports from Canada and Mexico and a 10% tariff on imports from China to increase the pressure to stop illegal immigration and the smuggling of fentanyl into the U.S.
China makes the fentanyl, gives it to Mexico, puts it through Canada.
The president also announcing plans to impose tariffs on computer chips, oil, gas, and steel, and medicine imports, some as soon as mid-February.
It's not what we want, but if he moves forward, we will also act.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau promising an immediate response.
Our border is safe and secure, and less than 1% of fentanyl and illegal crossings into the United States come from Canada.
Economists worry the tariffs will worsen inflation.
And that means a lot of products that we take for granted are going to be very expensive. And that's not going to help us end inflation in this country.
Senator Dick Durbin also slamming the Trump administration's purge of dozens of Department of Justice lawyers involved in the January 6th criminal cases. The Trump administration also ordered the resignations of a half dozen FBI executives, asking for the names of all agents who investigated the January 6th cases, a number that could be in the thousands. Durbin calling it a major assault on the rule of law, and it comes just days after Trump pardoned more than 1,500 January 6th defendants.
There were some very dangerous people that President Trump released in that decision.
None of those defendants will have a job in Illinois state government. Governor J.B. Pritzker barring them from employment, writing, "Our state workforce must reflect the values of Illinois and demonstrate honesty, integrity, and loyalty to serving the taxpayers. No one who attempts to overthrow a government should serve in government." And a second federal judge today ordered a temporary pause on the Trump administration's freeze on federal funding, siding with Illinois and more than 20 other states who sued. Ray and Micah.